With over 40 million subscribers, 7,500 videos, and 14 billion views, Ali A is one of the most legendary YouTubers on the platform. He's been around for over 15 years now, making videos on Call of Duty, Minecraft, Fortnite, Pokemon Go, everything in between. We sat for an hour and a half on a podcast on my channel talking about absolutely everything. Today, I have Ali A sitting in the chair, and I'm going to be asking him some awkward...
If you had to box one YouTuber, who would it be?
And I think the number one thing people say to me when they meet me is, "Oh, you're really tall," because I'm like 6'3".
I get the same comment.
and some uncomfortable questions. Enjoy the video.
All right, Ali, we spoke on the podcast about all the eras over your 15+ year career. But I need you to pick now. Fortnite, Call of Duty, or Pokemon Go?
Oh, this is so hard. Pokemon Go, I genuinely still play to this day. Like, not as much as I used to, but for the whole, 9 years that game's been out now, like, I love Pokemon, I still play it. Fortnite has just treated me so well, and Call of Duty was where I began. Oh, I don't know, it's so tough. I think where I am right now, I have to go Fortnite.
Yeah.
But it's so hard. Please don't roast me for that, because I love all of them equally, technically.
Okay, I was surprised you still play Pokemon Go. I don't know people still play it.
I'm a bit addicted.
Who are your top 5 favorite creators or streamers that you've met?
Lachlan, me and him are super close. Australian creator. We did Minecraft videos back in the day. We were both big on Pokemon Go, and now we're both big in Fortnite. Willy Rex is a big Spanish YouTuber that I met very early on in my career, and has and always had a really great work mentality. He now also has kids, so he's always been one life stage ahead of me, so we've always been quite close. And other creators include, I don't know, I don't really consume too much content. Streaming, I'm very hands-off with. So to pick 3 other people, really, really tough. I think within my space, T. Martin was really big during the Call of Duty era. Still good friends with him, to be fair. Within the Fortnite era, Cypher's done big things recently, so it's always great to see someone pushing the boundaries within our space. Within the Pokemon Go era, I may go back to Lachlan again, so it's only 4, but different eras have had different people that have been within my space that I've gotten close to, or even just used as a point to aim for. I'm like, I can push myself even harder and do more here.
Yeah, awesome. What is your worst fan experience?
Probably when I moved house. I bought a house, peak Fortnite 2018, and had 50 kids a day coming to the house.
Oh,
and
no.
The house is like a house, off a road, with a long drive. It was just awful. I think it gave me social anxiety, to be honest with you. I don't mind going out now, but every single fan interaction up to that point had been positive. Everyone came up to me and was like, "Oh, I love your videos." And only then, when people figured out where I live back then, did I start to have negative fan interactions. I think from that point onwards, I'm now like, well, will this person come up to me and be nice, or will they just be a little bit weird? So yeah, that wasn't great. But luckily it doesn't happen anymore. And I'd say almost everyone's nice, but yeah, not nice when people know where you live. Not nice.
What is your biggest paycheck ever?
Oh, I don't like to talk about money. I can tell you when the paychecks came and what it was from. Biggest paychecks ever was when I hit back-to-back 200 million view long-form months in peak Fortnite, mid 2018. That was just crazy money. And then from my creator code, similar crazy money, to be honest with you, came from when I got my skin in game. You can't really beat that. The whole item shop's about you. It's insane, right?
So cool, yeah.
So, and there's a big gap in between that as well. So it's you never know if you're gonna have another crazy month like this again. To have a skin in the shop and have my own skin launch, years after what I considered my peak in Fortnite was, and to still get crazy money from it is just insane. So yeah, those moments were definitely my biggest by far.
Those are 4 years apart.
Yeah, really far apart.
Yeah.
And again, I had moments in Call of Duty where I thought I'd never earn that money again, and then moments with Pokemon Go, and then Fortnite, and then reaction channels. So maybe one day I'll have another crazy month, hopefully.
GTA 6.
Yeah, exactly.
With that money, right? You mentioned on the podcast you made a few investments. What is your worst investment that you've made?
I'm not sure. I don't... obviously I've lost some money with some of my investments. It's just the nature of how investing works. I've got a good one for you, actually. When I bought a Tesla, I bought it when they first came to the UK, and Tesla was still quite a new brand. It was blowing up in America. So I bought a Tesla Model X for £150,000. So $225,000 maybe. And the car now is worth maybe 40, 50.
Oh my.
So it's dropped a lot. But if I put that same money into Tesla stock at the time I bought the car, the Tesla stock would be worth $3 million. So it's not like necessarily a really, really bad investment, but it's like what I could have done with the same money if I put it in a different place. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I love that because there's a lot of young people that make money and they want to spend it on cars.
Yeah, and I do love spending it on cars. I'm not going to lie, but cars are not a good thing to think about.
Look at that. Look at the difference of the car versus stock.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, Elon just ruined everyone's value.
Yeah.
He just kept cutting and cutting.
I know, yeah.
Okay, well, on the flip side, what's your best investment? Not money-wise, you don't have to say the number, but what is the best return on investment that you have?
Oh, that's really tough. I probably haven't seen it yet, to be honest with you. Like, a lot of the investments I've done over years are just very steady, safe investments with just slow money coming back. Some investments I put like small amount of money in and have like 20x my return. Like putting it into using like VC companies that will put money into startup businesses for you. So I've not seen anything crazy, but hopefully I will do in the future.
Okay. So you're a very positive YouTuber.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think I've ever seen you in drama. So I'm gonna put you in drama. No, I'm kidding. But if you had to box one YouTuber, who would it be?
Ninja is actually quite. He doesn't go to the gym, but he's like actually got like quite a big frame.
Yeah.
I think I'd be scared to box him. But me and Lachlan, I don't know why me and Lachlan like have this friendly rivalry, but like I don't think I would ever box anyone. I think I'd just get mashed up and it would be too painful. But me and Lachlan would be quite fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's battle of the friends.
Yeah, that's it. And could I bring myself to hit a friend? Probably not, to be fair.
Let's see.
We'll get AI to simulate it for us.
Yeah. Couple cop will.
Yeah.
You have a lot of famous YouTube friends, but who's the most famous person in your phone?
Probably KSI.
Okay,
and like,
so it's a YouTuber.
Yeah, I've got some celebrities in there, but like over the years, I've had interactions with celebrities, and I'm like really bad at capitalizing on them. Like Lando Norris, the F1 driver, DM'd me, was like, let's play some games. And I just was like, yeah, never did. Now he's like potentially going to win the F1 World Championship. I've just always been really bad at actually networking well with like mainstream celebrities. But KSI, like me and him go back making videos like 12 years ago. And like if I WhatsApp him or text him now, like he replies like pretty quickly. So I always respect that because that guy's worth stupid amount of money, is stupidly busy, doesn't need to reply to me. But it's nice to know that the creators I'm still in contact with, like we'll still get back to each other and make time for each other if we need to.
Take it back before Fortnite. You started in Call of Duty like a lot of us.
Yeah.
So what are your top 3 CODs?
This is controversial. I'd be tempted to literally go Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1. Like all Black Ops, genuinely.
Okay.
Like Black Ops 2 had the first ever weapon DLC, the Peacekeeper. The first time they ever added a weapon in post-launch as a DLC weapon, which was huge. The map packs were huge.
Zombies.
There was like nuked out. There was zombies. It was massive. Black Ops 3 arguably was even another step up from that. The graphics were incredible. The camos were incredible. And Black Ops 1 is just like where I got really good at the game and just like love Treyarch games. So nothing against Modern Warfare like 2, 3, Modern Warfare 1. They're all great. I just think I gelled with the Black Ops and Treyarch's games even more. So yeah.
Let's just say MW2 is number 4, just so I don't have to.
Yeah. Modern Warfare 2 is just under there. Under there. Yeah.
Okay. What about in Fortnite? What are your 3 favorite seasons?
Ooh.
You must remember all of them.
Yeah.
Every time I ask on Fortnite YouTube, I can't remember how many chapters and seasons you guys know.
Yeah, we're on chapter 6, season 2.5. It's like a mini season right now.
Okay.
They released like mini seasons as well.
Okay.
I think chapter 2, season 2 was just iconic. They added in like 4 original, maybe even more, bosses on the map. Midas, that everyone knows, like with this drum gun.
Yeah.
Bolts on the map. Deadpool was a secret skin. So that sits up there. Chapter 2, season 4 was like a full-on Marvel season with Iron Man, Thor. So that was incredible. And then I'd probably go back to chapter 1, season 4, because it had a superhero theme, and they added in Thanos' LTM, where you could pick up the Thanos gauntlet and become Thanos.
That one?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like just one day it went from being Fortnite to being Thanos in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like that. And then suddenly the collabs just kept on coming.
Yeah.
But then I would also give an honorary mention to chapter 3, season 2 maybe, because that was the season that added 0 builds in, which kept me playing Fortnite because I wasn't very good at building. And was the season I got my icon skin. So that's like an honorary mention to that season. Even though the season wasn't that good, but for me it was good.
Well, now, after all these years and all these seasons, you still enjoy playing Fortnite?
Yeah, definitely. I still really enjoy it. And I actually do wish I had more time to play. I just don't have the time to play it as much as I would like to. I think because the game changes every week, it's like always something different. As soon as you get a little bit bored of a game, you're suddenly in another season and everything's changed again. And like there's all these creative experiences. So even if you're not the biggest fan of Battle Royale, you've got Reload where you'll respawn after you die. You've got
Ballistic now.
Ballistic mode, like epic game modes. You've got creator made modes. Fortnite will just become a hub of like whatever you want the game to be. So I don't think you can ever get bored of Fortnite, man.
You've uploaded over 7,000 videos on both channels.
Wow.
What is your favorite one?
I think I watched this the other day, and I think it was when I hit 2 million subscribers. So I had an idea of jumping on every Call of Duty that had been out at that time that had multiplayer and just trying to get the best gameplay possible. And I think it turned out to be like a 1-hour video, and I recorded it over one evening and then the next morning. So I recorded it over like a 24-hour period. I think the newest game at the time was maybe Black Ops 2 and dropped like, I think like a 100 kill game with a nuke. Then I went on like Modern Warfare 3, dropped like almost a double Moab, went on Black Ops 1. So like all the games at the time and just dropped incredible games all within a 1-day period and just turned it into a massive 1-hour video, which had no mid-rolls on it. So I messed up there. Could have made a lot more money. But looking back at how quickly I turned that video around, like, no, I don't think anyone really made like super long videos.
People
like
do that now.
Yeah.
Which I think it's just such a cool idea. But to do that back then,
it was like just like a real special moment to hit like a big milestone as well. So I was really proud of that one.
That's cool. That's impressive in one day to do all that. If you could go back in time and tell your 13-year-old self one thing, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
This is before YouTube even. When you open the channel.
The idea of going back and changing anything scares me so much. I think I've had such a lucky and incredible trajectory from where I started to here. I don't know. I would not say anything because it would change where I am now. So
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's an answer itself. No one's ever said that. So I love it. What is your dream collaboration or sponsor?
Done some incredible sponsors. Lego, I'm a massive fan of. And Lego are now in Fortnite. So I'm lucky enough to have worked with Lego on some really cool projects. Love cars, done some cool things with like Porsche and like driving some of their cars. Done so many cool pieces with people. Because I have my own Lego version of my icon skin in Fortnite, I've talked to Lego about this. I'd love there to be the ability to actually buy my Lego Fortnite skin as like a physical product. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but if that could somehow come to fruition and be an actual thing that like I could pick up off the shelf and buy, or anyone could, maybe they release like a pack of like Fortnite icon minifigures that you could buy together. That'd be sick.
They should do that. That's a
great idea. Yeah.
Would you ever see yourself switching games away from Fortnite in the future?
Yeah, like if another game came along, like I think because I've done it so many times, I'm not afraid to do it. Yeah. Not saying I would leave Fortnite. Like it's great and I love it, and I think I'll always be within the Fortnite space for the foreseeable future. But GTA 6 is coming around the corner. If another similar fun Battle Royale game came out, or whatever the next genre of big game is, we don't know what it will be, and I'm still here making content, I'll be ready to try and transition into it as long as I enjoy it. Like Roblox is massive, but I just can't play that game. It makes me like, I get motion sickness.
Really?
Like it just looks so, I just can't play it. So there's limits to the games that I'll cross over to for the sake of just content. Yeah, if another game comes along and I enjoy it and it does well for content, I'm 100% ready to jump on it.
Okay. How did you react to hearing you were getting an icon skin in Fortnite?
Crazy. The way Epic do it is like they don't tell, like they'll often tell you in a call, from what I've heard from other creators, but they won't set the call up with anything that indicates they're going to tell you you're going to get a skin.
Yeah.
So they set a call up, and then there was someone else on the call that I didn't recognize, and she was like, oh, so how do you think about being a part of the Icon series? And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Yeah. So I was buzzing. Told my wife, you're not meant to tell anyone. I think I just told my wife, maybe my editor, to be fair. Yeah, it was just incredible. The whole journey of being told I'm getting an Icon skin to making it, developing it and releasing it was just probably one of the highlights of everything I've done. It was amazing.
And you had to wait a year and hold that in.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah. I told some people. Epic said that literally don't tell anyone, but like I told a few people along the process, along the journey. But yeah, it was sick.
What is something that your fans don't know about you?
I'm quite tall. And I think the number one thing people say to me when they meet me is, "Oh, you're really tall," because I'm like 6'3". You only ever see this much on camera. Like, even now, they won't see it.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one thing that people always say when they first see me is like, "Oh, you're actually really tall." So I quite like that. I've always been tall, and like you just wouldn't know it unless you met me in person. So maybe that, quite a simple thing, but yeah.
I get the same comment. What are you most proud of from your career?
My longevity, just like the fact I've been in this game for so long. And like still just about staying in and being able to adapt and like put systems in places around me that allow me to stay in this position. Like people, it's kind of weird to think that people have basically known me for different segments of what I've done over my years on YouTube. I like people to know that like I'm not just big now. Like I've had a Call of Duty era, a Pokemon Go era. I've done all of these different things, and I hope to just stay in the game for as long as possible. But that's definitely a thing I'm most proud of.
Very unique.
Yeah.
I don't. There may be like less than a handful of other YouTubers.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So
it's kind of crazy.
Congrats, you deserve it.
Thank you.
How has being a dad changed your life?
It's made everything better for sure. My work-life balance is better. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Like seeing your kids grow up is just so special. Puts everything into perspective as well. If work isn't going well, it's not the end of the world. There's far bigger things going on. But also my work hours before my kids came along was just a bit hectic, messy. Now it's a lot more structured, and being a dad's just the best thing in the world. Yeah, absolutely love it. I've got 2 kids now, so it's the most rewarding thing, and it's the best thing for sure.
If streaming and gaming didn't exist, been doing it for 15 years, what job would you have?
If it disappeared now, God knows. I don't know. Like
no, before you ever got into it,
that, it was always going to be quite boring. Like I like maths. It's like banking, which is so boring. But I think like my analytical approach to things and my ability to like look at numbers and just read them quite well, I think would lean quite well into that. That was my potential journey and route before YouTube came along and became what it was to this day. It's crazy.
Well, I'm glad you did YouTube.
Yeah. Could have been stuck in a banking firm somewhere, just, working on someone's accounts. You never know.
Yeah. Well, congrats on all the success. You've entertained us all for 15 years.
Yeah,
so
thank you very much.
Let's see another 15.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Thank you for your time.